Guys, my camera keeps getting blurry, so I'm resorting to screen recording. Okay? It's gonna be way better. You're gonna actually be able to see what I'm doing, okay? So today we're gonna be doing inverse functions, and here's the little definition thingy that I wrote. It says to find the inverse of a function, you need to simply switch x and y and solve for y. Okay? So we're gonna do one example. No, we're gonna do two examples in total. And we're gonna start with the first one, okay? I swear it's super mega simple. Okay, so we have f of x equals 2x minus 4, which, f of x is just y. So we're just gonna write y instead. So it's easier. Okay, boom. And now we're gonna do our first step, which is to switch the y and the x with each other. So our x is going to be in the place of our y, so it's going to be x equals, and our x is going to turn into a y, so it's going to be 2y minus 4. And now we're going to be solving for y, which in essence is to get our beautiful y alone, because it doesn't want 2 or negative 4 by each other. No, son las 6:04. Son las 6:04. No, tengo 6 minutos. Okay, anyway, that was my grandma. Okay, so, let me make this more far away so you can see the whole thing. We're gonna add 4 on both sides. Bear with me, the 4 isn't the best looking, but anyway. And we're gonna add a 4 on both sides, so cancel this negative 4 out. We have x plus 4 equals 2y. And this 2 won't leave our y alone, so we're going to divide them. And, you can honestly leave it like this. But I want to be a little extra, just for this example, okay? So we know that beside our x is like a little imaginary one, okay? And so 1x divided by 2 is going to turn into 1.5x plus 4 divided by 2, which is 2, equals y. Okay, so now we have our inverse, but, hold on. Okay, never mind. Okay, anyway. But to show that you have an inverse, we're going to actually have to write it like this. Okay? Because the answer choices, it isn't just going to be like, y equals yada yada, the inverse of the thing, right? No. It needs to need something to show that it's the inverse of it, which is this little thing right here, which is f, which looks like our f of x, right? Like the thing we have right here, right? But look at that, it has a -1. The -1 is just like there to show that I need a cough. I can't stop the thing. Okay, we're gonna try to do this real quick. Our -1, it's just there to show that it's the inverse of a certain equation, which in this case is y equals 2x minus 4. So instead of our y, we're gonna have this, and I'm gonna rewrite this thing right here. Okay, I need a cough. Oh my god. Plus 2, and this is our first example. Boom. Basically, like I mentioned earlier, it's nothing complicated. ¿Vas a pasar? No te los pongas, nomás pásate. It's nothing overcomplicated. Just switch the x and the y with each other and solve for the y. And when you solve for the y, remember to put this little thing right there to show that it's the inverse of the function. Okay, boom. First example, done. Let's do our next example, which is gonna be, where'd the paper go? Don't mind my family. Oops, not b equals. No, haciendo un video. F of x equals negative 3x plus 8. Okay? So, like I said, f of x is just y. So we're just going to rewrite it like that. I really need a cough. I'm going to just edit this stupid video. Okay, guys, I'm back from coughing. So, yeah. Here we have a y equals negative 3x plus 8. So, do you remember our first step? Yup. Replace the x with the y. So, our x is going to be in place of the y. And our y is going to be in place of the x. So, our new little equation is going to be x equals negative 3y plus 8. And now we're going to solve for y. I need to go soon. So, I'm going to do this real quick. So I'm going to subtract 8 on both sides in order to cancel it out. So we're going to have x minus 8 equals negative 3y. And like my last example or saying that I said is, this negative 3 will leave our y alone. So we're going to divide them and do the same thing on the other side. And this negative 3 cancels out. And we can't leave this thing like this. Like, we can leave it in the same format, but we cannot be dividing by negative 3. So, do you guys know how to, like, make this negative 3 into a positive 3? Yup. You just make it into a positive. And, you can just like, multiply it by negative 1, or whatever you want. So, a negative 3 is going to turn into positive. R is going to turn into positive, and a positive x is going to turn into a negative, because, we're flipping the little sign. So, it's going to be rewritten. We're going to rewrite this now. And remember how I told you that to show that something is inverse, we're not going to just leave it as y. We're going to actually have it as f negative 1 of x. Okay? So, let's do that right down here. Let's put the f on this side. It's make our life easier. Okay. And so we have negative x plus 8 divided by positive 3. And that's our answer. F negative 1x equals negative 8 plus 8 divided by 3. And that's basically it for inverse functions. And hope that helped. And let's say a question is like, hey, we need to find the inverse of this function and you need to put it in a graph. Or it's like, oh, this function, we want you to find the inverse, and the answers are like graphs of the function inverse. Just find the inverse of the function, plug it into a calculator, and yeah, that's it. Okay, anyway, I need to go. Bye, guys.